In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 8, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Milwaukee Bucks versus Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons play host to the Milwaukee Bucks on Friday night from Little Caesars Arena in a matchup of 2 teams going in opposite directions. They've already faced off 3 times this season, with the Bucks winning 2 of those. Though Detroit did come away with the win in the most recent meeting, the Bucks have their eyes set on the upcoming playoffs, having won 2 in a row and looking to make it 3 against the Pistons. For Detroit, wins in 3 of their last 4 have them playing the role of spoiler. Though they know that season is quickly winding down for them, the Bucks will be missing Grayson Allen once again, while the Pistons are still without Marvin Bagley and Jerami Grant. The Detroit Pistons have the rest advantage and are playing decent ball as of late, but we can't ignore the fact they lose in the underdog role by an average of 8 points and are hard to trust against top-tier teams. The Milwaukee Bucks are on the end of a back-to-back, but they need to keep winning to lock up the 2nd seed in the East. The Bucks are coming into this game with plenty of momentum, and they shouldn't have too much trouble in this matchup. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if they rested a few starters, given that they played just last night. Assuming that the Bucks don't rest too many starters, I'll stick with them to get the job done here. A motivated Bucks team should roll in this contest, so the Milwaukee Bucks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Milwaukee's offense is elite, but coming off of Thursday's game against Boston and now having to hit the road for Friday night could prove to be an issue for the offense. While it won't be enough to alter the outcome, it could be enough to see some slower scoring. Adding in the blowout factor of this one, the Bucks likely won't be pushing their stars hard in this one. For Detroit, they simply lack the scoring depth to impress in their own right and will want to muck this game down and create an ugly pace. Additionally, for the Bucks, the under is 4-0 in their last 4 games against a team with a losing straight-up record, and 8-2 in their last 12 home games. The past 3 games that these teams have played this season have gone under the current total. In those 3 games, they are averaging 211.3 ppg, while this season, Milwaukee is 39-40 and hitting the under, while Detroit is 39-2. This season, the Bucks have played at a pace of 102.1, which ranks 7th, while the Pistons played at a pace of 100.8, which ranks 12th. But on the back-to-back, I do think Milwaukee's pace will be much slower. The games between these teams have been low scoring, so don't expect anything different on Friday. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Knicks versus Washington Wizards. The New York Knicks travel to Capital One Arena for an Eastern Conference road matchup with the Washington Wizards on Friday night. The Knicks are eliminated from the postseason after a disappointing finish to the year. The Wizards have won 5 of their last 8 games, but will also miss the playoffs. The Knicks are 9-1 against the spread in their last 10 road games, and 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 Friday games. The Wizards are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 Friday games, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games. The over is 5-1 in Knicks' last 6 Friday games. The over is 4-1 in Wizards' last 5 overall. The under is 10-4 in the last 14 meetings. The Wizards and Knicks are both eliminated from playoff contention and merely working through the motions preparing for next season. Although they rank 25th in defensive rating and give up 111 points per game, the Wizards are still playing with a chip on their shoulder with 3 games left. New York was eliminated last week and responded by winning 4 of 5. Both clubs are still playing hard, and the edge here lies in Kristaps Porzingis' advantage down low. New York will be without Julius Randle for the rest of the year, and it remains to be seen if he will be a Knick next season after signing a huge contract. The Wizards have won 5 of their last 7 games. Neither of these teams have anything to play for at this point, so it's really about which side can find motivation with the season nearly finished. With that said, the Washington Wizards are playing their best ball of the season, and they'll have help from the home crowd. The Wizards are winning their last 5 games by an average of 2 points, and the Knicks lose as an underdog by an average of 4 points. So the Washington Wizards money line is our full game side pick. The Wizards have scored 123 points or more in 4 of their last 5 home games, and the over is 22 to 8-1 in their previous 31 home games. On the other side, the Knicks have played to the over in 11 of their last 15 games as a road underdog. The over has also cashed in 16 of the last 21 Knicks games when following a straight-up loss. With no playoff implications on the line on either side, I don't expect to see the best defensive effort from either team. Both teams should get to at least 109 points in the game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Brooklyn Nets in what could very likely be a first game preview of the play-in tournament next week. The Cleveland Cavaliers travel to Brooklyn to take on the Nets. Cleveland is just 3-7 in its last 10 games and has lost 2 straight as they cling to their 7th position in the Eastern Conference after being as high as 3rd earlier this season. Brooklyn seems to finally be rounding into form, particularly after Wednesday night's comeback from 17 down to the Knicks at halftime. The Nets are 6-4 in their last 10 games and have won 2 straight games. The Cavaliers will be keeping an eye on Evan Mobley, who is listed as questionable for this one, while the Nets are still without Goran Dragic while Seth Curry is expected to be available. Cleveland has been playing terribly over the past 3 weeks as they've continuously slid down the rankings and now find themselves fighting to keep their 7th seed. Brooklyn, on the other hand, has been putting together a good run of games. They're 10-5 straight up over their last 15 games overall. They're the better overall team in both points per game and shooting percentage. It's clear that Cleveland is missing Jarrett Allen down low as they've gone just 6-10 since he went down. This is a big game in terms of the seeding for the play-in game, and it's honestly tough to trust the Cleveland Cavaliers based on how they've played these last several weeks. The Brooklyn Nets have issues defensively, but they're still the more talented team, and you'd assume they can get the job done in big games, especially at home. Plus, the Nets are winning their last 5 games by an average of 5 points. The Cavaliers are coming into this one in poor form and low on confidence, so the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In the first half of the season, it was a regular occurrence for the Cavaliers' defense to limit their opponents to under or just slightly over the century mark. Cleveland has only held 2 opponents under 100 points in their last 20 games. However, as the team adjusts to life without rim protection, Brooklyn, meanwhile, has not been held under 110 points in 17 games. Throughout the length of the regular season, the Cavaliers have been one of the better defensive teams in the league. They are the 6th-ranked team in defensive efficiency at 106.9 opponent points per 100 possessions. But as I mentioned earlier, they're missing the inside presence of Jarrett Allen. They've been giving up a lot of points over the last month. Over the last 13 games, the Cavaliers have allowed 115 points or more 7 times, squaring off against a team like the Nets, who rank in the top 5 in field goal percentage. They're going to give up a lot of points. I like the Durant-Kyrie duo to push the pace in this game, score with ease, and run up the scoreboard. This is an important game for the play-in tournament, so the Nets will rely on their strengths and what they do best, which is scoring. Expect the Nets to be able to take advantage of the soft middle of the Cavaliers' defense, and the Cavaliers to lean much more heavily on their offense to try and stay in this game rather than its defense. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.